In this video, I've driven to EV Wales to drive a petrol car. How very HubNut. So, explanation time. This is here because it was a Part X trade-in for an electric car. As soon as Jake here told me it was available, I thought, well, I've got to try that. I've always wanted to drive one of these late Saabs. I've actually driven a 9.3 Estate, and very pleasant it was. Never driven one of these convertibles. This is a linear 1.8T, which makes you think it's a 1.8 turbo. And it is a turbo, but it's actually a 2 litre. It's just 150 brake horse compared to 175 of what's badged as a 2 litre turbo. All very peculiar. Incredibly, you could get a turbo V6 if you were really mad, but I suspect the road tax situation killed those off pretty swiftly. But it's a very fine looking car. It is available for just £750, but it is a Part X car. It has not been prepared for sale, and there are a few issues, as we'll see. But seems a lot of car for the money. Let's take a closer look. So this is a second generation 9.3, which was the evolution of the original 900. So it's got a lineage that goes back really all the way to the Saab 99 of the 1960s. But this is firmly in the General Motors era, so it's on the same platform as the Vauxhall Vectra, the Vauxhall Signum and Opel equivalents, and the Chevrolet Malibu as well in America. So lovely styling, these lovely large rear lights, nice and clear in just the way modern lights are not, and the convertible roof, which we will get to, we will test that out. So yeah, it's okay. It's a little grubby in places. Like I say, it has not been prepared because it's a Part X car. Part X cars are very much sold as seen. So, you know, we've got some slightly rusty brakes because it's been sitting for a short time. One of the indicators isn't working. And if we open the boot, which I presume is under here, yes, there we go. These struts are so tired that the boot will actually overreach and hit there, so something is a little amiss. But while we're here, decent boot space, lots of room in there. I just can't let it go. So there we go, beautiful. And there's a crack on this rear light, and not an MOT point, but obviously it's letting moisture in. I'm sure you can acquire used ones fairly readily, but it seems clean enough. On the outside, the odd ding here and there, but I can't see any corrosion. Again, the front disc's looking a little rusty. Sure, it'll make a bit of noise as we go down the road. The wiper blades are totaled. It passed an MOT back in August, but since then the wiper blades seem to have fallen apart. That can happen when cars sit, but Jake will throw in some wiper blades and an indicator bulb because this one is not working. Badge needs a bit of a buff. It's kind of vanished really, but let's have a peek at the engine bay. So we only get one strut here, but it does seem to work. The bonnet cladding is trying to fall off a little, so it might need to be done about that. But there we go. It's the old Vauxhall, or Opel rather, Ecotec 4-cylinder engine. It is turbocharged. I don't know where it's... Oh, there's the turbo. Quite obviously down the back. And like I say, detuned. But weirdly, you could get these spec'd up at the dealer back in the day, and they would tune them up to almost 200 brake horse, regardless of which engine you started with. So it was cheaper to buy a 1.8 turbo and tune it up than it was to buy a 2 litre turbo, and you'd end up with slightly more power. Very weird. But screen wash cap is broken, the bottle's a little wobbly, but it all looks good in here. Again, no signs of corrosion. Missing a little cap on the top mount there, and oh, a bit of rust on that bracket, but that is the bracket, it's not the body itself. Obviously, with a sale like this, you're buying slightly at your own risk, but well, it looks good under here. So we have got some scratches and dents on this side, as it looks like someone's keyed it all the way along there. That was lovely. Could be hedge damage, to be fair. Tyres look a little old, but have got tread. They certainly get you home. A bit of a scuff down here as well. So like I say, it's not a perfect car, but it's a very long way from perfect money. And if we open the door, lovely interior. Not very family friendly with that colour. A lovely beige colour. We've got the seat belt is mounted onto the seat. If we head in, it's a little tired in here, but not bad. We've got the classic Saab key position down here, built-in stereo, adjustable vents. None of this has gone sticky, which is nice. Maybe these buttons have. Yeah, just these buttons have gone a bit sticky. Plastics from this era seem to do that. Let's close the door. Oh yes, a lot more peaceful in here. So automatic transmission as well. So key goes in, and then we can go to the on position. And we can see the mileage is an impressive 149,568. But yeah, it's flagging up an error with the indicator when we get it started up. So let's do that. Yeah, a little lumpy, but smooths out quite nicely. Not much fuel, so our test drive will not be enormous. It seems to have forgotten about the indicator, but as you can see, yeah, that's double flashing. But we've got steering button controls as well. No cruise, it doesn't look like. But again, even the hazards are double flashing. Oh, there we go. That's where the error is. I knew it said it somewhere. Right front turn indicator failure. Cup holder. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's worth the price of admission alone, folks, surely. Magical. And then we've got a bit of storage here, bit of storage down there. In fact, random bolts, always fun. Glove box, good size. There is some history. I haven't explored that too much yet. I guess the big question is, does the roof actually work? I presume you can run it with the engine on. Let's find out. Blimey, there's a lot going on here, isn't there, folks? Look at that, folds down lovely. It just came up and said only manual operation. It does do that sometimes, but if you just press the button again, we are in full open air mode. How cool is that? Also means I no longer have anywhere to attach my camera mount, but very, very funky action there. I am going to see what it's like in the back. I'm not imagining very, very comfortable, but a lot easier with the roof off to get in, I should think. So seat goes forward, and it does slide as well, so I can hop in, and back comes the seat, and oh, actually that's not bad. I don't think the seat is fully reclined to where I would have it, but that's a bit more spacious than I anticipated, and feels lovely back here with the roof off. And got sort of head restraints, the speakers immediately behind your head. Yeah, quite a funky place to sit. But let's get set up and go for a drive in this 750 quid Part X Special. Oh yeah, it's a lot easier getting in and out with the roof off. Job's a good one. Oh, now you have to push it back, and then it goes all the way back, so it doesn't seem to remember your seat settings. That's annoying. Seatbelt on, very handy being attached to the seat. We will do a wiper test, but the blades are knackered, so it's going to be awful. But and I got wet. Yeah, they're bad. Not quite an overlap there, no triangle of doom. And yeah, I'm bitterly regretting that now, because not only have I got screen wash on my eyes, the view out the windscreen is also rubbish. We got an automatic dribble catch there, into drive. Let's go and see what this thing's like to drive. It certainly feels very solid for its 149,000 miles. Yep, them brakes be crusty. Oh, I'll tell you what, I could almost be tempted by this myself. This is very relaxing. Double quick on the old indicators. We haven't got much turning to do, so my gosh, that is really quite brisk without even trying. Wow. So not a peaky engine. We're doing 55 miles an hour at the moment. I'm still trying to take it quite easy. The car is still warming up. but no clunks or bangs. Feels pretty good. I'll say the steering is a little over light for my liking. It's a little bit vague actually. That's a bit of a shame. But oh my gosh, this is effortless progress. It feels a little, the structure doesn't feel as solid as the Estate I drove. That really was a solid old thing. But very nice. The handbrake, incidentally, I'll show you in a bit because it's kind of down here. My camera may have moved a bit in the breeze by the look of it. I did manage to trap my thumb under the handbrake earlier. Where's the parking brake? Here. Ta-da! And the release button is underneath. But yeah, I got my thumb trapped earlier. Don't do that. That hurts. Because that's where the button normally is. But that is handbrake away. Very interesting. Just feels very competent. And I think that's what struck me when I drove the Estate. It was just a very pleasant thing to drive. So these were the last Saabs really. These and the 95 were the end. And very sad really, because Saab was always a manufacturer that did things a bit differently. But it was a victim of General Motors and the chaos of the financial crisis. GM decided it didn't want any part of these cars anymore. I think the owners of Spiker Cars made an attempt to keep Saab going, but it didn't last very long. It's just too hard for a small independent company to make headway in the conditions of today. Yeah, my camera is being battered by the wind somewhat, I think. Yeah, this is very, I'm sorry about the weird angle. This is a very pleasant drive. Surely can't go wrong for 750 quid, but bear in mind, part exchange car, it is quite likely you're going to have to fork out for some work at some point. You start slowing down, the revs just drop away. I think we're literally freewheeling at this point. I just drove down a curve. There's a slight clonk from that corner, so there may be work to do. But yeah, the heater, I've got the heater on because it's perishing today. And that's feeling very pleasant actually. That heater works well, but generally it feels very, very good. The engine makes no exciting noises at all. Sadly, by this generation, the old Saab lineage have been broken with the engines, and it was pure General Motors. But those Saab people managed to put their own spin on things. So, oh, national speed limit. Don't mind if I do. Oh, even heard a cheeky turbo whistle there. But then it just gets into a tall gear and it uses the torque, which is plentiful. 2,000 revs at 60 mile an hour. That's very relaxing. Yeah, my first time driving one of these convertibles, and now I'm wishing I'd owned one. I'm trying not to think about the fact I've effectively got money in my pocket at the moment, but I'm in danger of overcommitting myself all over the place currently. So I don't think this is going to be one for me. I think at any other time, this might well have been one I'd have gone, yeah, go on then, let's give it a go. Yeah, that torque delivery is lovely. You just give it gentle throttle and you accelerate quite strongly with minimal revs. That's delicious. Roof back on. I'm glad I took the mount off the window. I thought it might do that. Did it go the other way? Oh yeah, there we go. So first the panel comes up at the back, and then out comes the roof. Oh, yeah, it gets a bit stuck at times. I wonder if the mechanism is a bit sticky. But nonetheless, just keep pressing the button. No, come on, all the way down. And then the panel comes back down at the back. The roof folds down. And then up come the windows. And now I need to turn the heater down because that is volcano heat. That is astonishing. Right, let's get you set up and we'll continue and see what it's like roof up. Yeah, this steering very much reminds me of my Saab 9000, where the gearing just doesn't quite right, so it doesn't turn in very sharply. And yeah, interesting how that trait has remained. Like I say, I think Saab did very well to shrug off the amount of General Motors stuff there is in this car and somehow still make it feel like a Saab. Feels very different with a roof up, doesn't it? So there we go. I will say the heater is still, I've put it on cold and it appears to be still pumping heat out, so that might be a problem. Yeah, you can just hear something is just having a slight knock on the front. Now we're up to 40. That's not a lot of wind noise at all. It's a very, very windy day today. And now there's 60. Oh yeah, there's a bit more wind noise, but it's not dramatic. Oh, this covers ground very nicely. It's not sporty in the slightest. I think there are those who think that any Saab with a turbo must be sporty, but oh, this is it's a very pleasant drive. The gearbox seems eminently sensible as well. Yeah, it's just using the torque of the engine, which it has enough of, so very relaxing. Temperature control has worked, it's just taken a while to calm itself down. So that's encouraging. I don't think it's got aircon. Oh no, it has got aircon. Does the aircon work though? I don't feel like the aircon's working. Oh, the flap. You can't turn on the demister, or rather the vent on the driver's side. Doesn't seem, that's locked solid. So yeah, a bit inconclusive on the aircon. It's hard to test it when the weather's this cold. But that cup holder, folks, that's what you're paying for. But yeah, this feels very pleasant. So 750 quid, budget for some repairs. It's going to need something on the front end, I would suggest. Yeah, I think you got yourself a decent little project here. Tart it up over the winter and get ready for summer. Well, there we go. So somehow I have not bought that. Very tempting. I think if circumstances were different, I'd have snapped that straight up. It drives really nicely, lovely, relaxing, wind in the hair motoring. What's not to love? So yeah, it's a Part X sale, so you get what you pay for. If you want warranty and all that, then you probably need to come here and buy an electric car instead. But yeah, it's an interesting vehicle, and I'm very glad to have finally ticked that box. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a future video. Farewell. Oh, I miss you, Saab. That was a really good session of road tests today. Some very interesting cars I really liked. Electric Smart, oh, very nice. What a pleasant day. That Saab was good as well. I really like that Saab. That's a bargain for someone, that one. That's a bargain for someone.